He said McDonald's.
Favorite restaurants Cookout?
Yes, my
Fast
favorite
food.
restaurant is Cookout. And
Wait,
he
fast
said
food or overall restaurants?
Overall restaurants has got to be the Michelin.
No, it's still Cookout. I would say overall.
Well, because it's economical.
Because economically, you can put more in your savings account and more in your stomach.
It's not good though.
No.
It's definitely low quality.
It's good for its price.
Is it though?
Are you recording this?
Hello everyone, welcome to the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
And someone else.
And a bunch of Cheez-Its.
Alright, close enough.
That was good enough.
Today is February 23rd, 2047.
Okay.
And today, the theme is happiness.
Ooh, wait, what are you doing after this?
Oh, really?
You going
Going to a football game. No, going to a baseball game.
Really?
Are you stopping by your apartment? Or not apartment?
Yes, I
your
am.
location?
Yes.
Your box that you sleep in?
Yes.
Can you take that? Yeah, I have. What Connor's looking at right now is a poster for a club we do that I was supposed to bring for the past several months, but keep forgetting to do that. So I'm gonna let him forget.
So, okay. I'll talk about that other time. Yeah, this is a poster. If you can't see it, it has some words on it, and it is white. Other than the words. Words are not white.
There's a lot of colors actually.
I like how, the thing about this poster is, again, you can't see it, but
Tanner can't even see it.
Tanner can't even see it.
Oh, I'm
But the
colorblind.
thing about it is, there's a whole lot of white space.
Well, this is supposed to be like the person that's speaking.
Oh,
There's a
okay,
spot at
this
the
is-
bottom that's supposed to
Yeah,
be
you just
adaptable.
put some on.
You can like tape something new
Oh,
on.
that's nice.
That's the point.
See,
That's-
I was thinking you just kind of left it like modern with very small letters so no one could actually see it. But
well, it's just supposed to be like on an easel outside the room, outside the door,
oh,
so
interesting.
people know. Yeah,
Okay.
Jason made it. I should give him credit. He made it.
See,
Shout out to
okay.
Jason.
Shout out to Jason.
We gotta bring him on. Aren't they and Jake want to come on?
Actually,
Kind of. Aren't they keep saying like, I don't know what we talk about, and I was like, don't worry about that.
yeah. I mean, what we talk about is what we talk about.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
So happiness, continuing with that theme.
Oh,
I
that's how
think-
we're doing.
Happiness is a mat that lives on our doorway.
Okay, so we're stepping all over it and never really
Right.
considering it.
No, that's a line from Happiness is a mat that lives on a doorway. That's that song?
Tanner, we talked about the accents. We said
No, that was me singing.
Okay, well that was
That was a right form.
Yeah, that was
That was right.
not good. What is this? Why am I
I'm
getting
not a singer.
messages? Where am I getting messages from? Dan, can I come on the podcast? No, I'm just kidding.
Right now?
No, I'm just kidding. No.
Well, continuing with that theme, it's been a pretty happy week.
Interjection.
Okay, good. Thank
When I
goodness.
was
did not want to
younger,
hear the rest
no,
of
I
this.
do want to hear the rest of that one, first of all. But when I was younger, pretty sure I remember Cheez-Its being bigger than this. Do you remember?
I'm sure they downsized.
I think they downsized.
But also, you were smaller.
And that's what I was thinking. Is it due to my comparison of myself to the size of the Cheez-It, or have they actually decreased in size?
It's probably both.
It's from 3AM Matchbook as well.
What? Don't whisper
it's-
on the podcast. It's just like,
Sorry.
although we
The-
probably picked it up.
The song I was singing was
Okay.
3AM by Matchbox 20.
Anyway, you should have been here a few weeks ago when we brought in Tanner's friend. Excuse me, because I can't remember his name.
Chris.
No, was it Andrew?
Andrew.
Andrew came on too?
Tanner, and as you know, whenever Tanner brings on a guest, he has this big plan, right?
Yeah.
There's always some deviancy, I guess.
Go on.
He wants to bring someone on so that way we as in Tanner and I can team up on this guest.
Just
Because
like you guys teamed up on
yeah,
me.
because Tanner feels like we always team up on him. And can you guess what happened when we brought Andrew
You
on?
know, I'm gonna, as historically goes, I'm gonna assume that it was all against Tanner.
It was all against
It
Tanner.
was all against Tanner.
to his disfall.
To his demise, but
Yeah, it's just what happens.
hey, it ended eventually, and that's all that
It
matters.
didn't work for him. Yeah.
No. I did not know he came on.
Yeah, it had to be. That was the one you couldn't make it.
Yeah. Well, I
You
mean,
said
I
get
covered
Tanner,
it.
and I was like, is there anyone else?
Andrew. Pretty sure I saw Andrew as he was leaving Wing Zone last night.
Well, why didn't you ask him to come on today?
Well, because he was leaving. I didn't know if it was him or not.
Well, there you go.
Well, there I go.
Well, it's too bad you're not like a runner and you could run him down.
Yeah, okay, now I can cheese it.
Are you back to running shirtless? It's getting warm outside.
It is getting warm.
So-
So,
It's getting so
here's
nice.
the dilemma. Here's the dilemma. I've actually been doing, so to answer the question, yes.
Okay.
But new workout alerts is I have been incorporating more sprint workouts instead of long distance workouts.
Interesting. Why?
Because I realized I do a lot of cardio, and cardio was making me
Too skinny.
okay. Now what I was looking for, tired. So sprint workouts, less time, still the same amount of calorie burn, but more.
Efficient.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Okay. How am I getting this? This has been.
There's not a whole lot there.
okay. Good.
So
Okay.
I haven't had anything all day
Nothing?
for food.
Oh,
No,
I thought you
so
meant
I'm
you
eating
have
some
just done
cheese.
nothing all day.
I've had nothing all day.
What have you been doing all day?
And you couldn't record this afternoon?
Because you don't have
No,
classes
after.
today, right?
No. I'm busy.
What are you
Oh,
doing?
you don't have classes next semester Fridays.
No, I don't have any classes today.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So then why were you so busy today?
I was playing video games.
Oh,
That's not
okay.
busy.
Well, there you
That's
go.
anti-busy.
Now we've answered.
Well, how did you eat? You wouldn't just like be playing video games.
Yeah,
all
wait
day?
a minute.
Well, I had a muffin. Like a banana muffin.
But you live like 0.1 miles away from West Village.
Less than that, probably.
0.05. But you know how much effort it is to...
To get out of your room,
Mhm.
or actually just to stand up in your room.
Stand up.
It's a hell of a lot of effort.
You can't be saying that for a 6-year-old. But he's fine. He knows what that is.
Well, we have two extremes of fitness over here. There's me, who doesn't really want to get up out of bed, and then there's Connor, who is just, ladies, he is so jacked, he will run really far, and
Okay,
he's
see,
very
Jack-
muscular.
Yeah, running
Running
really far.
very different things. Do not go
Tanner
hand
just
in
wanted to
hand.
put all the compliments in one
So let's
sentence.
keep
I'm trying. I know you deleted your Tinder or whatever.
No, I didn't
That's
do my
your-
Tinder. I stopped using it.
Oh, everyone, women,
Shout out to
people,
Tinder. Our
things.
first sponsor of the day.
Connor is available.
Connor is available.
He's available at the phone number 911.
911. And if you call them now,
He's also available on anchor.fm/the-experience podcast.
No,
there's no.
this is no
no-
podcast. It's just the experience.
It's the experience. But you can
Tanner,
also
how
find
many have you done that you can't get?
you can also find him on Spotify.
Yep.
The Experience Podcast, Google Play, iTunes,
Yep.
and if you ever want to listen, you can even listen to him on Podbean.com.
And
I'm not gonna remember the other one.
Castbox and YouTube. We almost got
Castbox.
it.
How do you
How
not
do you-
remember
We've had a
Castbox?
few. We've had a few listens on Castbox.
Shout out to
How-
our Castbox listeners.
Castbox. That's our prime audience. Is Castbox.
We actually have people listening on Castbox?
Yeah.
Shout out to the Castbox listeners.
Yeah, if you're a Castbox listener, call me at 911 and you'll get a free ride to
The police
the
station.
police station. On me.
That's actually not a bad deal.
What? I mean, you pay for it.
It's not a good deal.
You don't have to pay for a ride to a police station.
Yes, you do.
They start the meter when you get in.
Yeah. Just for the clock.
Really?
Yeah, it's like an ambulance too.
Is it like a flat rate?
No, it's like a fine.
Really? What are they gonna do if you don't pay it?
Put you in jail. They'll just
Put
keep you
you
there.
on-
They'll just keep you there. Keep you there
And-
longer.
And
And then you're stuck.
but what if you were homeless? Now you have a home. So if you're homeless, lesson learned: call 911 and refuse to pay. They will give you a home where they will feed you, as well.
But it's not that homey.
Or you're chilling there with your homies. You make friends.
Do you
In
make
jail.
hot take? Do you make friends in jail?
I think people do. You're
Well,
in there
Tanner's
for a
seen
while.
Orange is the New Black, so he's very knowledgeable.
I have not, but
Oh,
I
okay.
assume that there's some people who are, at least capable of making friends in jail.
Are people in jail cool?
Or is there
It's-
like a cool
Let me
section?
clarify.
Yeah.
Let me clarify.
Is there a
I mean,
cool
there's
kids table?
probably a cool kids table, or like there's like the cool kids and there's like the prison bitch. Right?
Okay, so-
There's like a
I
hierarchy.
wouldn't say it like that.
No.
Well, based on
Based
what I've seen in
That sounds bad.
popular culture, that's just what I've seen. You always have the prison bitch.
Which is what?
Usually the new guy who has to rise through the ranks by, overtaking the current prison leader kind of guy. It's just usually what
The
happens.
prison leader.
I don't know,
So
though.
like the prison guard. Yes.
You don't think they're
leader.
elected? Do you think they're elected officials?
Yes. Is there?
It's
It's
more
like a
like
mock government.
election- it's more
Is
like-
there a mock government?
It's more like they're elected by.
They have a prison governor association,
Uh-huh.
PGA.
No, like if you get to the top in like a prison hierarchy, you're probably there because people fear you,
Is it by blood?
or because you can smuggle stuff in. Just I don't know. That's
Do you have
just
experience in any of this? It
no.
sounds
That's
like you
just
have
what
a
I know from like pop culture.
Experience? Oh.
No, I've never been to jail.
Why not?
Why?
You gotten close.
I have not gotten close. Let me tell you a story that was really close.
All right.
This
Oh,
was
boy.
Let's not tell a story.
probably
It's
I
too
was-
late. He's already
I was
rolling into it.
12 years old.
All right.
This was at my friend's. I think it was in 7th grade. So yeah, like 12 years old. His 12-year birthday party, right? And what we did this insane prank, right? You know that where two people stand on the opposite side of the street and they pretend to pull the invisible rope.
No. What?
You haven't seen that?
What?
You've never seen that? Like
Have
as
you not
cars
seen that,
pass, you pretend to pull
Yeah,
like
and
an
you're, like,
invisible
one on
rope,
each side of the
and
road.
cars will usually
Yeah.
stop because they're like
I think it's
they,
a rope.
they think it's a
And you
rope
like
there,
people on each side of the road and they pull, but there's no rope there.
but there's no rope there.
Wow.
So we did that at the front of this guy's neighborhood for a
Okay.
while, and I think eventually one of the neighbors, once they drove away, once they realized it was fake, called the cops. So the next car we do it is actually the police, and they pull you. Oh, I was one of the rope pullers, and like, hey, can you get all your friends over here for a second? I'm like, I remember one kid ran, but he basically is like,
It's a crime scene. It's an active
Don't-
crime
Yeah.
yeah, he's like, stop doing that. You're gonna get in trouble.
But you were in trouble. because
scene.
it was
Yeah,
the
that is
police.
the trouble.
Yeah, but
How much
they're
more
not going to
trouble
arrest
is that?
12-year-old kids for pulling an invisible rope. But the point is, some neighbor got really pissed because we were pulling an invisible rope and called the cops on us. Not really something to call the cops on, but whatever.
Well, what was the lesson you learned from this?
Don't piss off crotchety old neighbors.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I've learned my lesson very well. And that was the only time I've dealt with the police.
The only time?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Well, my dad's also a police officer,
Okay.
so I deal with him, but I excluded that.
have you ever dealt with the police?
No.
Really?
Really? Yeah, Daniel was pretty straight-laced. For you,
Straight laced.
hmm
for those of you in the audience, I'd say
I mean, the laces are not that straight. They're
Well,
a little crooked.
he tries to keep it straight.
I do try to keep them pretty symmetrical.
And I think he tries to avoid complications with the law.
I mean, I think anyone should.
He's a law-abiding citizen, in other words. I think for the most part.
Well, you don't know what I do.
I do.
Do you?
Yes.
Maybe.
Well, I do. I mean, what do you do?
What do you do?
Well, that's left behind closed doors.
Well, we're in a big room right now. There aren't any
Not
doors.
that big of a room.
It's a small room, but there's only.
Let's talk about the new studio you're making.
You made
Oh.
a studio.
So I think we talked about this in
Studio.
Andrew's episode.
You did, but Connor wasn't there.
I'm curious about this. What's
Okay,
the
okay.
studio?
I told you about it actually.
You might have, but I forgot.
I did move in the furniture into my room and then put in some soundproofing on my walls. And
Oh, you did tell me that.
So basically, we're gonna do a studio in my room.
Yes.
I don't really care what room it is.
You know, because if we don't want to give Tanner too much power here.
Well, so it's gonna be 2 beds in 1 room.
Yes.
So who's
bunk
the-
beds?
Or
Bunk beds?
you want to share a room, Tanner?
Yes. Let's do it.
Really, you really
And then
want to
we-
share a room?
And then we make the 3rd room, the 4th room, the guest room. What do you think?
No, because so you have 4 roommates, right?
Yeah, 3 roommates.
And so there's one
That's me.
room that's the
Yep.
studio. There's 2 room. There's another room that has 2 people in it.
Uh-huh.
Now you want a guest room, and now there's another room with 2 people in it.
So you have two of the rooms have 2 people each. Then you have a guest room and a studio.
Yes. What do you think? I think that'd be pretty high.
I can't think of something that would work not as well. Or like,
I feel like
That's
What
like
if we had
one of the
4
worst
people
things.
in one room? 2 bunk beds. That's just the sleeping room.
Okay.
And then 3 guest bedrooms.
But you also have 4 bedrooms from each of those, so you have a total of 16 people in your room.
Wait, hold on. We'd have to move like a lot of people.
Yeah. So that way you can run yourself a business.
Yes. Hold on. We can run a hostel. We can make money.
How
Tanner,
much
you
go?
get to share a room.
with 3 other people. That's exciting.
What about all your overnight guests? Like Connor.
Yeah, where am I going to
The
stay?
ladies of the night. They can stay.
Oh, that's who you get with the ladies of the
No,
night.
I'm a lady of the night.
They can rent out a guest room for quadruple the price.
So
Because-
you're treating women unequally.
No, I'm treating people that want their own separate room unequally. They have to pay because
So the
there's
ladies
4
that you
slots.
bring over for yourself, you're making, you're
Yes, you're
being
your
able to
personal
pay
pleasure.
to stay over in a different room.
No. Think about this.
Okay.
So if we have 4 bedrooms in 4 rooms, that's 16 possible slots. Okay.
Yes.
And if you want a room to yourself, you're taking up 4 beds. So you still have to pay for those 4 beds. Therefore, quadruple the rate of 1 bed. If you want your own private room to engage with a lady of the night.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yes.
So you're in charge of the 3 remaining rooms. You're the boss.
I say we just run a hotel. This is the lobby area.
And then so one of your 3 roommates
Yep.
wants to, bring over a lady of the, let's say, evening.
Yeah, lady of the late
Night's a
afternoon.
little rough.
Yeah.
Lady of the late
Like a
afternoon.
lady of the 5:30.
And so, lady of the 5:30.
Lady of the traffic hour.
Mm-hmm.
And so he has to come to you, say, hey, I've got a lady coming over, and he has to, I guess, Venmo you to rent that unoccupied space.
Depends on who it is.
Okay.
If it's like one of our roommates, they get
Well, it is one of
free.
your rooms. Who else will be in the room?
Well then, they can have it as long as no one else is booking it for that night.
So
Now, do we
basically-
need to hire an extra receptionist? What's the
No,
deal?
I'll be the receptionist.
Oh, you will be the
I'm
receptionist.
dropping out of school
To be a receptionist?
to be a receptionist for Hotel Tanner. I couldn't think of a better name.
That
No,
was,
not
that
a
was
hotel.
What about hold on, I'll think of a better name. Hotel
Master
California.
Bates?
Hotel California.
Okay.
And we only have 3 rooms with 4 people in it. And then the last room,
We don't have enough beds for this.
a
You need an
drug
extra
den.
bed.
We just have to go
wait,
around.
what was that
This is
last
taking
thing?
a different turn.
What was that last thing you said?
I don't know. See, I was thinking this was going with the studio still.
Yeah,
Now
now
the
the
studio's
last
taking a
room,
bit
the
of a
last
turn.
room is the drug den.
Okay.
This is called Hotel
Oh,
California.
you can make drugs?
I don't know how, but you
No.
guys are chemical engineers.
Are we talking about like prescriptions? Like you just keep like
Yeah.
your penicillin in there?
Yeah.
Or-
No, like this is where
You
you go
just
to
keep your-
abuse heroin.
Oh.
This is a bit
This
fishy.
is...
Oh, okay. Well,
it's
it's,
sketchy.
of course it would be
Are you,
off.
so you're laundering the money through the hotel?
Yes.
Hmm.
So make a little bit more on the side. And that way, I can support my own education and go to school
Your
here.
drug business.
And with the drug business, yes.
No,
We're
My
not
mom-
doing a studio.
Yeah, exactly. My mom said I needed to get a job next semester.
and
so-
this is your job.
Oh, on campus?
Yeah, and
Why don't you be a plus leader?
I don't know, huh?
You said to get an A in anything.
You have to get an A?
Yeah.
I haven't gotten an A in a math class yet.
And it doesn't be math, it could be science.
Really?
Yeah, it could be chemistry,
Physics.
organic chemistry.
Whoa.
Have you gotten an A in any class of road tech? In which
In
ones?
any class
Yeah.
that I'd want to TA in?
It's not TAing, it's plus.
Blessing.
I don't. It's in any
Leo
class?
went in for an interview for something.
Is it actually in any class?
It has to be one we offer, but if you tell me which class, I'll say if we offer.
Cycle 1101 got an A.
No, we don't offer that.
Exactly. Earth Science 1600.
What are you taking?
That's what I took last
This
semester.
is his schedule, Connor. As you can
That's
see.
what I
He,
took
he
last
lives a nice
semester.
life. I
Yeah.
I live
it's
a
a
nice
different
life.
world.
Yeah.
Those were just the general heads. This year I'm taking. You guys know what I'm taking. I'm not going to dive into that for the
I
podcast.
don't. I really don't.
You're taking your
You're not taking
EAS
classes on Friday.
You're taking
Yep.
another EAS class.
Nope.
Okay. You're taking.
He's taking math.
You're taking.
Yeah,
You're taking
multi-variable.
multi. Taking multi.
Multi-variable.
Didn't know that. That's it.
Yeah, that's actually all I'm taking. 4 credit hours. I'm not technically registered as a student because it's only 4 hours. It's not even part time.
It's not your part time.
Not even part time.
Okay, so you're just jumping to class.
Yeah.
Right now
I
you're
don't
not.
think
I'm a part-time student right now.
You are?
I think so. I'm taking 10
That is part time.
Yeah, it is part time.
or 11 maybe. I think I might be 11.
That's nice. Wish I could do that. I can't do that.
I'm doing that next year.
Really? Why?
Next fall.
Why?
I'm
Because
taking 3
he
classes
doesn't have
plus
any
band.
classes to take. He's
You
already on
have classes to take.
I'll tell you about this later, off the record.
What?
Off the podcast.
About what? What's going on?
What's going on here, Tanner?
So back to Hotel California.
I don't understand what that was
That
about.
was
Are
honestly
you-
a touch of Tanner.
So the hotel.
The hotel, yeah. What do you think about this idea?
It's not good.
No?
Well, how are you going to advertise your drug den?
Yeah.
Discreetly?
How are you going to advertise the hotel? Because technically that's also illegal.
Undiscreetly?
That's illegal.
That's illegal, though.
Who's staying over, too?
Discreetly.
Who's staying over at this hotel? The drug people?
And non-drug people, yes.
Because if you have a drug den, then your drug people are going to want to stay over.
Well,
So wait,
the-
only
the
drug people
the druggies
can
can stay in the.
And I don't want the druggies staying in
No,
my.
lock them in the room, dude. They
You-
can't hurt you if you lock them in the room at night.
Because you
Which is
don't
which-
want the druggies in the drug den because they don't take more drugs. You
No,
want
we
the
do.
non-druggies in the
We
drug
do
den.
want the druggies. We want to offer them a safe place to shoot.
Yeah, but if you let them in the other rooms, then those
we won't let
rooms
them in the other
become-
rooms.
Those rooms become drug dens.
every room will be a drug den.
Hear me out. There is one room. We tell them as soon as they walk through that main door, said, you have one area to do drugs in, one area to shoot up. And that is room number 4, Daniel's room. You can go in
Go to
there.
Daniel's room.
Why Daniel's?
Why not your room?
Well, mine's
Because
room
this is your
A.
risk.
First of all, it's by A, B, C, D.
All right, so they
And I'm
shoot. They
A.
shoot up in A. Okay, I tell them that is the place you can shoot up. You can use a bathroom across the hall,
Oh,
and
that's your bathroom. though.
because you are going to shoot up, you are legally not allowed to go into the other rooms. Don't look that up. I can't.
But they're not even allowed
No.
to go in that
No.
room.
There's a lot of. That's
a lot.
really going to draw the line.
Exactly. Exactly. And so
Not
we
the
make
one
sure make sure all of them are accounted for. We do a little sign-in sheet, right?
And
And at the end of the
Well,
night, and at the
well.
end of the night, hear me out. We just put them in the room and we just lock the door from the
we
outside.
can't. That's not how these rooms work.
We can figure it out. We're Georgia Tech engineers.
That's not how the locks work.
But hear me
change
out.
the locks.
We
Wait, you want to lock them in the room?
yes. Then that way they can't wander around the hotel at night and cause potential
But
other.
the hotel is just your room.
No,
Yeah.
the hotel is this entire apartment.
So which is just two. Which is
So
just two rooms.
you have other rooms that they can stay in.
That non-druggies can stay in.
But Tanner, I don't think you understand.
Yes.
When we have a drug. We have a drug den.
Yep.
We have 2 hotel rooms.
No, 3 other hotel rooms.
No, because there's one for all us to sleep in.
Oh, you're right. So
Really?
literally we
There's
can
2
only have.
hotel rooms. Yes.
Yeah.
But here's the okay. First of all, there's no furniture.
No furniture.
Okay.
We can move this in there. In there, boom. They have furniture in the hotel room. We're sitting on
Okay.
furniture right now.
Okay. Regardless.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's a drug den and then 2 rooms, 2 hotel rooms. You're telling the druggies to take their drugs
Mhm.
and then stay in the hotel rooms.
Well, hopefully they're incapacitated by their drugs.
So you're gonna have incapacitated drug.
Yes.
You're gonna have them OD on
well,
drugs.
we'll hire someone to be in there with them, like to just.
No, but here's the
babysit.
problem. Yeah, because if you put them in hotel rooms, those rooms now become other drug dens.
No, we won't put them in the other rooms.
So they're
I
in
don't
the
think-
bathroom.
I think we're locking them in there, those rooms.
Okay. Here it is. As soon as they walk through the door, we shut it. We're like, would you like to go the Hotel California route or the Hotel Tanner route? If they take the Hotel California route, we advertise that we have a nice space. It's literally an empty room with like a mat, like a gym
Oh,
mat
gosh.
on the floor. That's
So
it.
sketchy.
It's just a gym mat on the floor, so they
Okay.
can't hurt themselves. Okay.
But you need
That's
gym mats on the walls and
No,
everything too.
no,
You're
they don't
crazy.
get that luxury. That's
You're
not.
taking a risk here because if they hit their head on the door handle, then you have an
They can die.
incapacitated
Wait,
drug
we can
person in your
we can
room.
put like a pool float over the door handle so they
Okay.
don't like hit their head. But hopefully they're just like slouched up against the wall. Is my hope.
In your
Okay.
experience, that's what they'll do.
Well, that's what I'm hoping. So once they're in there, you say you can go to the bathroom, but we have like not a security guard, but someone just checking in on them. I'll do that.
So, you're the security guard.
I'm not a security guard, but I'm saying because you took the Hotel California route, your only 2 options are Hotel California room A, Daniel's
So,
room, or
okay.
the bathroom. And you can't shoot up in the bathroom because we have
Okay.
cameras.
Okay.
So you have no cameras in your drug den at all. The most risky situation you can
well,
have.
because you know that sex is going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, so are they? So they can bring their own ladies of the evening.
Well, it's in Daniel's
into their
room,
drug
so
den.
they can really do whatever.
Are you
I don't
providing
really care.
condoms?
Those will not be provided. Why would I? That's like premium. This isn't.
You can
this
charge 'em. You can
Hotel
charge 'em.
California. Yeah, exactly. I'm about to get to
Above
that.
market price.
Not above market price. That's where we differentiate ourselves from the drugging market. We're trying to undercut the current, shoot up place, which is usually like broken down in abandoned buildings. So we're offering a little bit of a nicer one at a slightly higher price, like $5 per person. A safe place to shoot up.
Now,
Yeah.
Why
for
do we
$5.
need a drug den? I mean, where's the podcast studio?
Well, the podcast studio can be in this main room, like we're in right now. It doesn't really matter where the podcast studio is, as long as it's not in the drug den.
how do you expect your average? So your average heroin user
Yes.
does not have probably enough for a hotel stay. You know,
That's where you're wrong. Actually, statistics indicate that the average heroin abuser is just slightly below the poverty line. So they probably have enough money for a $5 hotel.
okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying okay. So here's Hotel Tanner.
Hotel Tam.
Your subsidiary is Hotel California.
It's not a subsidiary, it's just a different branch.
Okay. So your subsidiary is Hotel California. This is your drug den. They get access to one of two bathrooms, one of which is a drug bathroom. The other one is everyone else in the hotel and the other people's personal bathroom.
Yes. Well, that's only for 12 other people. 12 people can share a bathroom.
Okay.
It's not that hard.
So your one, let's say a heroin user,
Yeah.
ruins the entire bathroom until like the next maybe month when the next heroin user comes, and they get to sleep on a gym mat in Daniel's room that may or may not have
Semen all over
the walls with ladies of the night.
Okay, well, here's where I'm picking up what you're putting down. You said may or may not have semen on the walls. Hopefully, it's not.
Okay, so you're
probably
gonna have like
will.
a list of like 10 rules, no semen on the
semen on
walls.
the walls.
And there's going to be semen on
Well,
that list.
Uh-huh.
Are you asking for sexual favors?
No.
Okay.
I'm asking for money. I'm trying to make a business. It's a legitimate business.
And so how much, because this is a big risk you're taking
Yeah.
here, how much are you charging these
$5
a night?
The risk is there is a hidden fee. We make them sign something. Usually they're in sort of a haze from the heroin they're doing. Yeah, we call it the
heroin haze. Yeah.
We call it that. But usually they don't really read what they're
Is
signing.
this also limited to just heroin? Can they
It could be
do
like a
everything?
meth user,
Well,
cocaine.
We usually report them to the police if they break any of our
No.
rules. Yes.
You're reporting to police, but you're also doing something illegal. You see this potentially
You're
back to me.
definitely
No.
running a drug
Well,
den.
no. Here's
When they look on Yelp and see Hotel California, floor 3 of Christine.
No. Here's what happens.
Okay.
We report them. We say, "Hey, GTBD, there's some homeless man outside." As we escort the guy in his heroin haze outside, so he doesn't know what's going on. But he broke a rule by breaking the toilet. He broke the ceramics of the toilet. So we're like,
How?
And
That's
this was
it.
in your contract.
This was
which
in our
you
contract.
show the police,
If
man.
he damages our house, no, I should say we escort him outside. We say there's a dangerous man outside. GTPD, pick him up. And so there, boom, he's going to the police.
And then he gets interrogated by the police, and he
And
says,
he's
say that.
staying
Listen,
at a
remember?
drug den.
Who are the police going to believe? There's an obvious drug guy who's obviously in the heroin haze, saying stuff like, "They're running a drug den out of their apartment room."
I mean, he is going to be picked up outside of your apartment as you report it to the police.
Yeah,
That does look sketchy.
but then worst case scenario,
And they would go into your apartment and
They need
see
probable
the drug
cause. They
den.
need better probable cause.
They would come to your
no,
apartment.
they don't need probable cause in an on-campus apartment.
Well, they don't know that.
Okay. So the police don't know
The
they
rules.
They don't know the rules. The police don't know what's going on.
Yes. Well, maybe we grease some fingers and try to like.
Don't
slide
say it like that.
We put money in people's hands.
Grease some fingers.
Let's grease some.
Okay,
Grease some
here's what I'm
fingers.
thinking.
Yeah.
Let's take away. Okay, let's leave Hotel
Mhm.
Tanner. Let's get rid of this Hotel California.
okay,
sounds
fine,
good.
fine.
Okay, get rid of that.
Okay,
Let's
fine.
leave Hotel Tanner and take Hotel out of the equation.
Okay.
And just have Tanner.
What am I doing?
You're in your room.
Okay. I
There
like
we
where this
go.
is going.
Okay, and then there's 3 other rooms.
Okay.
And there's Daniel,
Yep.
and there's Andrew,
Yep.
and there's Barry.
Okay.
Who is still waiting to come on the podcast?
Barry, he's gonna be on the next.
Is he actually?
Yeah. He said he might pop in if we're recording. He would like pop in, but he doesn't want to like walk all the way here.
Okay.
Is that a good idea?
What? Baron on the podcast?
Sure.
If he just says a few things, like we limit him, he's got a word count, 250 words, 500 characters. You say any more than that, you're out.
Okay.
Why?
You'll see.
Is that like he's got to be a premium? Is that our new like business?
No.
What if he runs his own podcast and that's a premium channel?
Yeah, Baron undercuts the.
Your podcast.
No.
Yes,
His
he reviews
podcast.
your podcast. No, he reviews your podcast.
Because you're reviewing our podcast.
So he'll review
He's
your
reviewing
review.
yours.
So it's like the second derivative of podcasts.
Yes.
Look who's been studying.
That's a
podcasts.
that's
How'd you do
a
in
big
the
one
last
right
test?
there.
What?
How'd you do in the last test?
Well, according to the last podcast, I got a 60.
Well, how did you do on the first one?
I got 100.
There we go.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking
There
about.
we go. That's what I'm talking
In
about.
that B range.
Solid B range, baby. Hell yeah. So, that's what I'm thinking.
I told you my plans.
Okay.
Hopefully, it's gonna be pretty sweet. You know, having Daniel.
Can't remember my name.
No, that was a
Could
tough
not
one.
remember my name.
Yeah.
He's gonna be there, and for sure, I'm gonna be there.
Okay.
Because
Are you?
Maybe not. I don't know.
Do you bring any people over
Oh, do
other
I?
than Connor?
Occasionally.
Okay. Examples.
Name your
Chris.
friends.
Huh?
Chris.
Once, twice actually. Okay. Twice.
That's
Who
what I
else?
said. Occasionally, I can bring other people over.
Who?
You know, my roommates, my current.
Your
ones.
roommates?
Your roommates? You're gonna bring your roommates over to your.
Sweet
They're gonna
mates,
come
my
over-
current
they're gonna
sweet
walk
mates.
3 feet.
Well, they're over.
Because Tanner doesn't bring many. Let's call them
Women.
non-men. Yes.
And so no
No.
females.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Am I gonna have a guest over?
I know.
Like,
That's what we're talking.
are you comfortable with that?
That's fine. I don't think you would. Is what I'm thinking.
Well, what if I did? But it was. I'm asking if you're
That'd
comfortable.
be very interesting. I would
What
be
I'm asking,
more than.
no, I'm asking if you're comfortable.
I would want to
because
know
we're
so
in
much
your
about
room.
this woman.
Because we would be occupying your room.
Why?
Because that's where I'd insist. I'd be like, and you wouldn't want to make it awkward. I'd bring this, say for instance, a woman over, and I'm like,
For
Daniel.
instance,
For instance,
a woman.
Oh, now, okay.
Are there instances
just
where it wouldn't be a
let
woman?
me iterate this instance.
Are there
Okay.
instances where it wouldn't be a woman?
No,
So why'd you say for instance? A woman?
I said
Why
okay.
don't you
For
say
instance,
when I bring over a woman.
for instance, when I bring over a woman,
Okay.
I would be like, Daniel, mind if we just go in your room? And
Okay.
Daniel, being a good roommate, doesn't want to cock
Plates? You don't want a cock plate.
No.
He doesn't want to cock block his roommate. Sorry.
But
And
see,
so
I don't.
he would-
I can't imagine a scenario where you bring a woman over
I can imagine one.
Okay, well,
I can imagine one.
and no one related to Tanner.
Okay, never mind. Can imagine one.
Oh man. So
Like I Connor, go ahead, but I can't imagine.
No, I was gonna say his mom.
well, okay.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
mom
that's
helped me.
actually, I see that. Yeah, Mom helped me. Yeah, but that's really.
Now
it.
that I'm
I can't
lost.
imagine a scenario where
Okay.
Tanner goes somewhere, talks to a woman,
Uh-huh.
and convinces her that she would want to and needs
Yes.
to go back to our apartment with Tanner.
Well,
see,
I can be.
There's a lot of steps in place.
There are a lot of steps that I haven't really
Yeah.
studied.
When's the last time you went on a date?
So, if we're
That
for
wasn't an
instance
answer.
in Daniel's room, and
So here's a question.
yeah,
When's the last time you've been on a date?
I'm gonna answer that with another question.
No. Go ahead.
What do you guys
We're
think
just
about my
gonna help
Hotel
you.
California?
We're gonna help you with this problem.
So let's say, cause see, I don't.
Well, Connor goes on dates. He's not good at it,
Really?
Not good at
but
it.
he's out there.
Right.
When was the last time you went on a date?
March.
Oh wow.
There you go.
Wow.
That's last
Oh,
month.
I remember you told me about that.
I told you
actually.
about that.
Yeah.
Exactly. See, Connor makes an effort. No,
Well,
Huh?
doesn't matter if it doesn't go.
It didn't work
It
out.
doesn't.
Yeah, that's fine.
but that's what.
But I did it.
Yes.
Gotta get your foot in the door.
You gotta get your foot in the door.
Pass me some.
But see, here's the thing.
Pass me some
Is-
action.
Huh?
Sign some of the action my way.
What? What are you talking about?
Like.
Well, I can't just. Here's
just,
something.
like,
Here's
pass,
something.
like-
Is I don't know. Cause see, I have no proof that Tanner can do it.
Can do what?
He can, bring a female to the room.
Okay.
But I also don't know if Tanner can't. I have no evidence
Thank
of
you.
either.
See.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
I appreciate
Tanner,
that.
what's your type?
What do you mean?
A female.
What do you mean?
What's your type?
What are you looking for?
Female.
That's it.
That's
The
right.
only
We're
parameter?
already off to okay.
I
So
know.
see,
it's-
now we're moving
I'm
I'm
towards
limiting
Yeah.
myself. It's like a subsection.
Okay.
Just kidding. I'm actually.
What?
I bet I could find someone that's.
I'm actually very picky.
Exactly. So go
Yeah.
ahead. What's the picky?
Well,
Go ahead.
this is a judgment-free zone, right?
Yes, we're not judging you.
No.
Well, yeah.
I mean, judgment in here. Not.
Yeah,
we won't-
okay,
we
we're
won't
We're not
say
going to
that.
say anything.
I
We
mean-
promise we won't say anything.
We won't say what we're thinking
Maybe to each other.
afterwards.
Yeah.
But
Or during.
fine. I'm a sucker for blue eyes. I like blue
Okay.
eyes.
okay, I'm off to a good start.
And a nice smile. And
Just speaking to the microphone.
girls that laugh at my jokes.
Okay,
Nobody-
now
Exactly.
see that's
Now
the
we're-
big problem.
Yeah,
Already
so
on the realm
Tanner,
of
okay, Tanner,
imaginary.
this isn't meant to be
Yes.
judgmental.
Yeah.
Not necessarily of what you said, but of
Uh-huh.
what you said.
Yeah.
Just
You
what
don't tell. What are these jokes? I guess.
Well, Connor, you think I'm funny, right?
Okay, you can't whisper because that's not gonna work here. All right. Okay.
So should I just say you're funny?
So this is.
I think Tanner's funny.
Yes.
Okay. How much did you pay?
Nothing. It's,
Well, not nothing
I
yet.
had to
Nothing
grease
yet.
some fingers to get him to
Okay.
say
Well,
that.
let's stop saying that.
You never heard that expression?
Okay, that's fine. What? Okay, so they need to laugh at your jokes. Anything else?
I want.
Go ahead.
Come on. Okay, let's say
We're trying to help you,
I'm
Tanner.
I'm a female.
Yeah.
What change me so I'm for you?
Well, first you're gonna have to get rid of your penis.
Okay.
Chop that thing off. What's next?
Interesting. Okay.
Nothing else.
That's it.
I just want Connor without a penis.
Okay.
He laughs at my jokes. He's got blue eyes.
Nice. There we go.
All right.
I'm just looking for Connor without a penis.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
We
We're
need
trying to
longer
help you,
hair.
Tanner. You gotta be very honest. You know?
Connor actually fit my description.
Yeah. Hey.
Anything else other than Connor?
Nope.
Oh well. That's that.
Let's see. Who do I know has blue eyes?
Not a whole lot of people.
Is there anyone in marching band who's blue eyes?
Yeah, I'm sure there are.
Okay. Well, let's think marching band. So someone you can talk to. Marching band's easy. I would say marching band's easy. You have something in common. Blue eyes, female, laughs. Okay, so
Yeah, that's
Okay,
okay. We
marching
already
band.
scratched
Marching
that.
band?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And then
female,
that narrows it
Narrow
down.
it down.
Okay.
blue eyes,
Blue eyes.
down.
Okay, keep narrowing it down.
laughs at your
Laughs at
jokes,
jokes. There's
Hold on, I just-
maybe one person.
and good smile.
Good smile.
That's like 4.
If that.
Yeah, probably like
Let's see. Let's call these
2/3.
people out and ask them to come on the podcast.
2/3
No.
of a person.
We can have impromptu Tinder on the show. Yes.
I don't think that'd make for a great podcast.
Well, they can't see it, but we can just describe them.
Let's
Cool.
see. I don't know if it'll be easy to find, but
Yeah, it's not gonna be easy.
we'll find someone.
We'll find some. I'm sure. No.
Anyway, so that gives me. So basically, you're not planning on bringing anyone over.
Well, you'll see. Come fall semester.
I'm asking you right now.
I said you'll see.
Will I?
He's gonna have some practice over the summer.
I got some practice. I'm
Practice.
going to France. You know what they say? If you go to France, you've been to France.
They do say that.
They
They do say that. Yeah.
But does that mean that you will get experience? Because what I've heard,
Mhm.
study abroad,
Studying abroad or 2.
it's
I plan to study abroad this summer actually.
Oh, you shouldn't say that.
What?
That's probably sexist.
Study abroad or 2.
Mhm.
That's a joke from Futurama.
Oh,
it's
it's
a
a good
hilarious
one.
joke.
Anyways, here's something. Okay, so
Yeah.
you study abroad. A lot of people say it's a life-changing time.
Yeah.
Meet some people. A lot of people meet a significant other in their study abroad. So I'm saying you have to go into your study abroad with the mindset that you're
I have
To
3
marry
months.
someone.
I have
To
3
marry
months
someone.
to meet my soulmate.
yes,
On top of Georgia Tech classes.
exactly.
The Georgia Tech class is light because it's a little bit easier.
And your major is already light,
Exactly.
so it's really just nothing.
I'm actually taking 2 CS classes.
Okay. So brag or?
Yeah, I'm actually taking 2 CS classes and only 1 IE class. Yeah, I don't mean to brag.
Anyway, he'll find someone in
I
France.
sure hope
Yes.
so.
And then hopefully there'll not be a French person that.
Oh,
in
is that?
France.
Oh, you don't like French people?
No, but hopefully it's not a long distance relationship. Hopefully they're.
Well, just don't date someone who's in France.
Yeah,
You just sit down on the first date. Be like, "Are you French?" And it's either yes or no. If they say yes, you leave.
If they say no, if they say we.
If they say leave,
They say we.
anyways.
Okay.
Exactly. So you'll see. And I'll let you know. I'll text you over the summer. I'll be like, Daniel, we need to do one of those classic, skits where I go on a date and Daniel has an earpiece and he's talking through an earpiece to me and he's telling me what to say. You know, one of those TV show.
Oh, so he's telling you what to
But then
say.
they're not laughing at your jokes.
What?
But then
Yeah,
she's
he's
not
laughing at your jokes, not Daniel's
I know,
jokes.
but well, hopefully they laugh at Daniel's jokes, so then the hope is that they can eventually laugh at my jokes.
Still laugh at both jokes.
Well, just Daniel's will
Well, then she'll just like me, not you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a problem.
Why?
Well, then
Because-
now she's Daniel's girl.
Yeah.
Well, not really.
Then I've been on the date with her, not you. You're just a vessel at that point.
Exactly. What is a vessel? Not a good thing.
I don't think so.
Well, the vessel still gets intimate. The vessel, even if.
This is taking an interesting turn.
Yeah.
So if we
Now you're planning on getting
rebuild-
intimate.
Exactly. So this
Oh.
kind of parallels the Greek myth of the ship of Theseus, where
So Connor,
you
you
have a ship and you replace it part by part. Is it still the same ship? Is it still the same vessel?
Well, that's a good question.
Exactly.
Because what you're telling me, but see, yours is different. So
Okay.
because instead of replacing each part of the ship one by one,
Yeah.
you're just replacing the whole ship, and then painting it the same color as the last ship.
No.
Because you're
Uh-huh.
the paint. He's the actual ship.
But I'm the ship because I'm on the water. Daniel is more like he's like a plane.
Well,
that
he's the
flies.
one keeping it afloat.
He's-
I'm the
well,
captain of the ship.
You're just
I'm
the one-
driving the
so
ship.
You're a captain and I'm the ship.
No,
is what
he's
I'm
the
saying.
boat too. Because
No,
you're just the
I'm the
paint.
boat. He's like the pirate captain.
No, you're not the boat
that's
because he's the
missing,
one
like, a few
keeping it
teeth in the
afloat.
leg.
You're the water is the female, and
Yes.
you're the paint, which is touching
No.
the water, and that's it. You're just this thin layer, just doing everything that the boat wants you to do.
Yes.
No, I think I'm the boat in this example and the paint, and Daniel's the pirate that's doing the ship.
Why is it a pirate?
What else would it be?
Captain.
Yeah. A naval
Captains
captain.
don't steer pirate ships.
A naval
Oh, it
officer.
was a pirate ship.
Okay. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I still touch the water. I still sail the seas. I still...
But you don't get the credit. The captain gets the credit.
Of course. I think that's false. Think of any pirate. Blackbeard. What was his ship?
Why is it a pirate?
So you don't know the ship, but you know the pirate.
That's what I'm saying.
He's the pirate.
I'm
think
the
about,
pirate.
but
You just
think
said
about.
I'm the
I
pirate.
know, but think about the Flying Dutchman, who was the
Davy Jones.
David. Well, think about the USS Missouri, and from World War II. See,
I'm sure we could.
you could
We
probably
could keep bouncing.
food pilot.
Yeah.
What about all those other ships?
So Connor, you're having car problems.
Connor's having car.
I'm having car problems.
Just like I'm having girl problems.
Not
So
real.
Con-
No,
Okay.
In
because
this example,
Connor's
Connor,
problems are fixable and real.
Yes.
I'm having a heart attack.
His problems are real.
I'm having a heart attack on the
For the
podcast.
main.
I mean,
They're real problems.
They don't exist yet. I guess it's a different type of
Well,
problem.
the problem exists, but the actual
The
Is
problem
the
is the
effects
problem.
haven't
Yeah.
occurred
The
yet.
problem is the problem.
The problem is the
Yes.
problem.
Yes. So you talk to me about your car troubles.
So here's my car
because I'm.
So I am planning on living in Home Park next semester.
Yeah, talk
okay.
about it.
Well, in the place we could live, we could have.
Caleb, you don't have one set away, squared away.
Huh? No, we have a place. But I'm saying the
Okay.
place we live, the place we're living, place we're living. The car, they have free parking
Off the street.
off the street.
This is a real problem.
Really?
I just
This is
how
a
do I
real
get
problem.
that every time.
The thing is so I want to be able to drive my car to school because that'd be convenient. I don't really want to bike to school.
Yeah.
How far in are you living?
It's about 1.5 miles.
Oh, really?
It's
Oh,
pretty
okay.
really far back there.
That's
So
good.
Do you
it's-
have a parking pass?
Yes, and so I'm trying to convince my parents to be able to give me the car so I can have
Insurance?
and like, but they also be like, I have to pay for insurance, I've got to pay for like, gas, all that stuff. And so now,
Well, I mean,
that's my car problem.
It would
is
suck.
I want a car.
do your roommates have cars?
Well, one of them will.
Only one.
Only one.
How many?
Why do you all three of you have a car?
What do you mean? Why don't you
You-
have a car? You poor,
Because they don't live here.
stupid, ugly,
You don't need a car when you live on campus. You really don't. It's not that big of a campus.
stupid.
A lot of people I know have cars don't really. A lot of people I know have cars don't really use the car, at least during the week.
Well, it's more like a flex. It's like,
Is it?
you want to check out my car? It's a
Is that how you get girls? 'Cause it's not
2013
working.
Sonata. It's got some aftermarket upgrades, like heatable seats.
How come you didn't tell me you had a car?
I did. It's gonna be on campus. Maybe. It's in the
Oh, now it's maybe? Thought it was
Well,
definite.
okay. So my brother just won a scholarship.
You told me. Oh, you
I
told me.
told you
about
about this.
You told me
I
about this.
told you, yeah.
We didn't tell the listeners.
Well, I didn't tell the listeners. Shout out to my brother who won a scholarship. He won the Casey scholarship from UPS. So my mom told me that. She called me and I was like, "So can I have a parking pass now?" Because he won a scholarship. So
You get the rewards.
well, I'm just saying I get cheaper. Hopefully, I
Anyway, that's the show this week.
That's
that's
the
the
show
show this week. Is it really
That's
this week?
bad.
We'll have another one out
We'll have
soonish.
another one out soon.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Whenever the time comes.
And shout out to our listeners on
Castbox.
Castbox for listening. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, we're proud of you. Once we get 5 listeners, we're gonna have a little Castbox giveaway.
Yeah, we will.
We're
So,
gonna give away an Xbox One S.
a whole picture of it.
No, like the actual thing.
You can do that one.
I can do
Okay,
it.
we're done here.
Bye.